Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. First of all, the countdown. 57 days are left for Field Marshal Awami Lens's second retirement and the arrival of the new army chief in the country. Before you is this submission that the remaining days will not pass peacefully, neither for the Pakistani public, nor for the Field Marshal, nor for this entire setup. Today's first news comes out of this very issue. Because of this extension matter, the Field Marshal has surprised and troubled the entire establishment. In fact, he has surprised the whole world. Now, Pakistan's Form 47 Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, who is also the Deputy Prime Minister, stood in the Pakistani Parliament and gave an official statement that the 20-point peace agreement by President Trump is not ours. The agreement we endorsed is not this one. In other words, he is accusing President Trump of lying, cheating and fraud. These are not his words, these are mine. I am giving a eulogy on this. But what he said means exactly this, that the agreement shown to us is not the same one. It means it was changed. It means we were cheated, lied to, and defrauded. This is what Pakistan's Form 47 Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister is saying standing in Parliament, on the very day when no one is taking ownership of it. Neither is the DG ISPR, who comes forward at the slightest provocation, nor anyone else. If the dollar falls slightly, they come forward. If the stock exchange goes up a bit, they come forward. If the Air Force performs well, they get vocal. They go from one university to another, taking credit for everything, be it corona or cleanliness or anything else. But they are not ready to take credit for this at all. Completely missing. Field Marshal himself, their DG ISPR, and alongside them their supporters, all missing. Poor Ishaq Dar is stuck with this, and their situation is deteriorating day by day. Neither is the fire, symbolizing hope or spirit, burning, nor is it the 20 points. The fire has been extinguished. In fact, it is smouldering. No one even knows who lit that fire. In fact, the fire itself doesn't know why it was lit. We will talk about that later. But first, let's talk about what they did with President Trump. But before that, remember a few days ago when Awami Lens was standing in front of Trump holding the tray and they were selling him navadarat, or metals, or rare earth minerals? And those pictures, the smiles, the red carpet, and the way they proudly told the entire country that Pakistan had never seen such powerful days before. Do you remember that day? You must also remember your motivation levels. You were all so inspired. You thought they had sold everything, and now their ambitions would not fail. Now they were very powerful. No one would question them, because now President Trump was in their pocket. Yes, the same President Trump whom they are now accusing of fraud. The same President Trump for whom they were overjoyed on the red carpet. Now they are accusing him of cheating. How did all this happen? We will show you the full report, narrate it, and also play Ishaq Dar's statement from today. We will explain that the fire has flown away beyond all permits. No permit is ready to accept that the fire belongs to them or that they had lit it. No one is ready to accept even that the gathering was theirs. First, let's go to the Parliament floor and listen to what Ishaq Dar is saying, how he is accusing President Trump, the same President Trump for whom they were proud earlier and now accusing of fraud. Listen to what Ishaq Dar said in Parliament today. This clip is about 40 seconds long. Listen. I have made it clear that these 20 points that President Trump made public are not ours. These negotiations are not ours. I said some changes were made in it, which was our draft. I have all the records. Oh, brother, listen. Then the tweet came. Brother, listen. The tweet came when they were in transit. I had come to the pier. They reached there in the morning and had an engagement, so when President Trump made a broad tweet, they responded with that tweet. No one should have been surprised at that time. Brother, just listen. The speaker was not announcing that the 20 points are not the ones we, the 8 countries, sent. Anyway, this is the end result. You heard it. While they were talking, PTI members were questioning them, asking why they were in such a hurry if these were not theirs. Because in this statement he said these were not our 20 points. We did not agree on them. But interestingly, President Trump repeatedly says in his tweets and statements that from day one, Field Marshal Asim Munir and Aradlimin Shahbaz Sharif were with him in this plan and endorsing it, meaning they will not let them run away. He is telling everyone the truth, that from day one they were with him. On the other hand, even if we ignore Trump's words, remember the day when Ishaq Dar was proudly taking credit. He held a press conference. Do you remember the video we showed you where he said that he did all this for the pleasure of Allah? In that press conference, he himself said they had been working on this for a long time. Meetings were happening inside the Qatar embassy, and from day one they all worked hard on this. What did he say? Listen, there is no understanding, no background, no knowledge of what all happened, as if someone announced something in the air. Oh, brother, a lot of work went behind it. Many rounds were held in the Qatar embassy. I told you yesterday night that we were working full stop till almost midnight. This short clip shows Ishaq Dar admitting they had been working on it from day one. Now they have no room to run away. Actually, what happened to them is that they blackened their faces before anyone endorsed this peace agreement. Aradli Sahab was told, obviously from the Field Marshal's side, he does not breathe without orders, and he tweeted. The timing of the tweet was very interesting because Netanyahu was coming to meet them, and just before their meeting at the White House, the demand was to tweet. They say this all happened in conspiracy, and at that moment the tweet was made. And then President Trump mentioned that tweet because Pakistan is a unique Islamic nuclear power, an important country, no doubt about it. And Pakistan is endorsing this agreement. A country whose passport says it does not accept Israel, does not recognize Israel. That country is saying we accept this agreement, so the weight of the matter had to increase. President Trump needed someone. Other Muslim countries were hesitating. They knew there would be public resentment. Their own people might react badly from within. Saudi Arabia could not take the risk either. So Field Marshal had this done through Aradli, and poor Aradli was ruined. After that, what happened is in front of you. A recent tweet by President Trump has also come. We will present that too. But before that, let me tell you that now they have distanced themselves. They have distanced themselves on the Parliament floor and said they didn't do it. Meaning they have accused others. So all that credit they were taking, that they did everything for the pleasure of Allah, was it all a lie? Because the points are the same as before. They did not change the points. But on these very 20 points, you endorsed them. Now, when the public has exposed you on social media, when your reputation has been tarnished among the public circles, you realized you cannot do this. So you are distancing yourself. Not only this, President Trump also posted a new tweet. He said Hamas has the final ultimatum. If Hamas does not accept these 20 points and does not act on them, then he will do something no one has ever seen before. The world will then pressure Hamas and destroy them. Now see the situation. Look at Pakistan's situation. If President Trump really starts a new war with them, then Pakistan will also be endorsing it. Because Ishaq Dar, Aradli Sahab and Field Marshal are standing with it as they have defended it. Now they see that the matter is becoming complicated, so they are trying to run away from it. But I don't think they will be able to run away. They have completely disowned it. When asked why they were in such a hurry, they said even the Prime Minister knew. If you ask a peon to sign a paper, he won't sign it without reading. So if you did not have the 20 points, Then why did you tweet? Why did you endorse it? But they have no answer for this. On one hand, I said President Trump has issued a new threat. On the other hand, the trapped situation of the Palestinians. Now, President Trump has also issued a new statement from Hamas, probably in which Hamas says they have no objection, but all factions should agree. All Palestinians should agree. Obviously, in the coming days, we will see how Hamas plays this, because after the endorsement by Islamic countries, there is not much room left. But we have to see, this is a developing situation. Which way it goes, and how many more black marks are smeared on their faces in the coming days. On one side, this is the situation. On the other hand, when they are running away leaving their blankets, they do not want these 20 points to be associated with them in any way. Look, the Prime Minister tweeted, and since then they have been silent. They are not saying anything. Poor things. Ishaq Dar is saying it is not there. We were cheated. Field Marshal is missing. DG ISPR is missing. And at that time, my Bazi, Karamzali, lovingly, I'm not cursing, did such a deed which, well, she always does. She put up billboards in Lahore. On those billboards stand President Trump, Field Marshal Shahbaz Sharif, and Bazi Maryam and Nawaz Sharif. Obviously, these two are uninvited actors. They are like throwing some spice unnecessarily into a pot where, honestly, it was not needed. Poor Maryam and Nawaz Sharif were unnecessarily thrown into it. But because Bazi put the money, the one who pays is the hero, or at least, their picture is on the board. So Bazi paid. The money was not from her pocket. Actually, the money is yours and mine, taxpayer money, which the Punjab government spent. But now, billboards are everywhere. Not only billboards, but electronic signage boards are also installed. And there are all these pictures. What they've done is that they said a picture is missing. They even added a picture of Netanyahu in it. And along with that, they are also saying that Nawaz Sharif's Muslim League, and now people are calling them Netanyahu's Muslim League. By the way, has Allah bestowed this honor upon them, and will this honor be remembered for centuries? They used to call them Jewish agents, and now people are calling them the Netanyahu Muslim League group. And now even Netanyahu's picture is being put on the board. Of course, in reality, it's not really there. They have added all the other pictures, including Trump's, but now people are adding Netanyahu's picture with AI and spreading it on social media. These are the situations that Bazi has created for them. On one hand, they are trying to get rid of the blanket. Bazi is saying, no, this blanket is ours. We won't get rid of it. Now, let's move to the second issue. The second issue is Shama. Shama burned, Shama extinguished. Now, Shama doesn't know whether she should keep burning or extinguish herself. But no one is owning her. Today, Mr. Ishaq Dar came to the floor of Parliament and said that they did not take Shama Saba. He said that the Foreign Office did not write any letter, did not endorse anything. She was not part of our delegation. Then he also said that she was part of the Prime Minister's era. He also said that Shama should not have written all of this in a public forum. It was her mistake. So the one who did the wrong, it's not his mistake. The one who took her there, it's not his mistake. The one who just told people that it was a mistake is the one at fault. It's like I and Ishaq Dar robbed a bank, and then I tell everyone, we robbed a bank, and then Ishaq Dar has no fault. It's my fault for telling everyone that we robbed the bank together. It's not like they're uneducated. On top of that, I don't know what to call them, but shameless. They are saying if she hadn't written this, it would have been fine. So their negligence should have remained hidden. That's their answer. Listen to what they are saying in this matter. In the House, they are saying, Shama keeps showing up. You don't see the pillars, but you see Shama. Now, I don't know whom they're calling a pillar. It's beyond our understanding. What is a pillar? What is Shama? But on the other hand, today Mr. Assad Kaiser, while speaking in Parliament, mentioned Sharma and Netanyahu, and his speech was shut down. This means you can't criticize Netanyahu in Pakistan's Parliament anymore. If you try, your speech will be shut down. A new situation has emerged. Overall, the situation has become very interesting. President Trump once again tweeted and said that these people have signed on this. They endorsed his new tweet in which he threatened Hamas, saying, "If you don't listen to me, I will bring destruction." On one hand, he threatened them, and on the other, he said everyone has signed this. Now, they can't deny it because they will be exposed in the market, so they are trying to run away from it. On the third side, Mybazi has put up billboards. She said, "No, I won't let you escape. This credit is yours. You will have to take it." So, even though it's about Sharma, and even though it's about 20 points, no one is escaping from them. They are shaking. Now, let's go back to the situation from a few days ago when, you were demotivated. You thought they had looted the fair, and I told you then that whether it's General Ayub Khan, General Zia-ul-Haq, General Musharraf, or any of the army chiefs, when their influence is high, everything seems like their rise is permanent. But as soon as their power wanes, everyone disowns them. No one owns them. Today, no one is owning them and their deeds. Even from their relatives, no one is owning them. But look at the justice of Allah. Even the field marshal's power is still strong, but no one is owning his deeds. Neither in his own institutions nor himself. No minister or advisor is owning it. In fact, those who were owning it just a couple of days ago have fled. So when you see situations like these, you get upset and feel down, but I told you that you should stay on the right path. Those who do things with ill intentions will eventually fall into the pit they dug. They dug this pit for Imran Khan. But now, whatever happens, their name and honor are gone. They used to call others Jewish agents, and now they have to answer for it for the rest of their lives. Let's move on. Today, I have told you everything about the billboards, what happened in Parliament today. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the former Prime Minister of Malaysia, made a strong statement. The statement he made is against Asim Munir. How? Well, because they have endorsed the 20 points which they are now lying about. Why are they lying? Because of public reaction. Mahathir Mohamad said that these 20 points are direct oppression. What is happening there, complete genocide, is part of that oppression. Those who support this agreement are also part of the oppression. Yes, Mahathir Mohamad, the former Prime Minister of Malaysia, is a major leader in the Muslim world. He was Prime Minister for about 30 to 35 years. He is a big name in the Muslim world. He is directly saying that President Trump's statement is a partnership between Netanyahu and him, supporting Israel and further oppressing the Palestinians. He is saying that anyone who supports this will also partake in this oppression. He gave a detailed statement, telling how many people were martyred, how the oppression was carried out, and why these 20 points are against the people involved. This is why, in other words, his statement is against the Field Marshal. Because the Field Marshal got this endorsement, and now our government is stuck having to endorse it. Will they swallow this lizard? Or spit it out? Because if they swallow it, the public will not forgive them. And if they spit it out, President Trump will not forgive them. He has exposed everyone. He has exposed them, whether it's Elon Musk, Putin, or anyone else. He changes friends every other day, and as soon as you don't follow his wishes, he will expose you in the middle of the market. Now, it seems the matter is heading towards the surrender they had made. They are not even able to last 4 days. Matters are getting worse. Before the meeting with Trump, leaders from all Muslim countries had gathered, and they decided on how to praise Trump. Amir Ilyas Rana, who is close to the N-League in Pakistan, travelled to New York and reported on this. He mentions that before the meeting, The heads of Muslim countries were trying to figure out how to praise Trump, as it might be perceived negatively. Now, Muslim leaders were contemplating how to praise Trump, how to praise him in a way that wouldn't backfire. So these Muslim countries came together, but they were unsure of what to do. And now we'll see what unfolds. Mr. Anwar Mansour, a senior lawyer and former Attorney General of Pakistan, wrote a very insightful article, which I'll try to share with you. It was published in South Asia as a cover story. In it, he sheds light on what the Field Marshal and his companions did with Adia, showing it in great detail. He also discusses the law from a legal perspective, saying that if a law goes against fundamental human rights or the Constitution of Pakistan, the courts can strike it down. It's a very interesting article. If you get a chance, do read it. He talks about how courts were attacked for political purposes, from Venezuela to Europe, in countries like Hungary and Poland, where governments blamed the judiciary for interfering in government domains. He shows how the judiciary in Pakistan has been undermined. It's a very detailed and interesting article. Definitely read it. Now, let's move to the final news. The Sindh High Court has issued a stay order on the case regarding the cancellation of Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri's degree. Justice Iqbal Kahlodo issued this stay order, saying that if they don't grant this stay, irreversible damage will occur to Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri. So the university registry was called and asked if they had considered his point of view before cancelling the degree, but they didn't have an answer. Thus, the stay order was issued, and now Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri's degree is reinstated. The case is still ongoing, and we will see how they might pressure or blackmail Justice Iqbal to make a decision. We need to talk about Kashmir in detail because that agenda was left behind today. We'll discuss that in the next vlog. Today, we had to talk in detail about what happened with President Trump. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.